go to VIEISME.com, VISME.com, and that's where you will find everything about Memoirs of a Forgotten Child and also what I've been up to. I do daily blogs, so it would be in the blog section. I also do YouTube videos, so it would be in the YouTube videos. And for the book, you can either go to the book, which details what's inside the book and the reason of it coming into existence. And if you already know all that because you watched all my YouTube videos, then you go to the store tab. And at the store tab is the back cover and the front cover together. And you would just click the miniature version of the book, and then you would get to the book page, and then you would get to the cart, and all you gotta do is click add cart and proceed from there. This video is going to be off dome. Like, I really don't have a subject for this video. I usually always do for each week, and this week I really don't have a subject. So I'll be talking about what's been my mission since I'll say 2014, yeah. And if you've been following my channel and you follow me on social media, you know I am an avid advocate for speaking your truth, especially when it comes to sexual abuse. And if you've been following me, you also know that I've written my first self-published book titled Memoirs of a Forgotten Child, which you can check out on my website, visme.com, VIEISME.com. And also check out the daily blogs that are daily, and I do blog, and they are bomb. If I do say so myself. And check out the weekly blogs like I'm doing right now. So, shameless plug, I know. But seriously, I want to talk about molestation. I want to talk about this topic because it's a topic that no one really wants to talk about, and I get it. It's not something that is pleasant, but what I do come across on my daily routine, just in life, I found that a lot of women do have experience being molested. Maybe not them, maybe a friend, maybe a neighbor, maybe a coworker, maybe a cousin, a sister, whatever. They know this topic all too well, especially Black women. Now, when they pull you aside and they have this conversation with you, they can be very open and honest. But even with that honesty, there's some type of hesitation because it's like, will you judge me? And my whole thing is, look, we all did some things. I did some things. But I'm not here to judge you because who am I? I'll have my opinions. I'll critique. But I'm not here to judge you. And once that boundary of, okay, you're not going to judge me, there's no secondary process of that. There's no like, okay, now that I have bared to you my personal account or a secondary account, what do I do? It's more like, okay, now I talked about it, I kind of confessed it. Like, this is confessing something to your Catholic priest. Now I can go on with my life. And I'm like, that's not really how abuse and healing works. To heal, you have to put in those steps and you have to work at it. It's a process. Healing is a process, just like everything else in life. It's not just, oh, I said it and I said I'm over it and I'm done. I have an example on that. I know a person who's very close to me. She was also molested when she was a child. She was molested, I think, twice. And she didn't really have a good relationship with her father, right? And I see her consistently in relationships after relationships after relationships. And the people that she chooses to be in relationships with aren't the best quality of people. But she's one of those people, like most girls, once they're in a relationship, it's them and that person and screw the whole world, and I don't know you no more, and I don't call you no more, and if I do call you, it's about to complain about the person that I shouldn't be with anyways. It's always this factor of potential. He has potential. I mean, yeah, he is rude, and yeah, he might be cheating on me, and yeah, he's disrespectful, and yeah, he takes advantage of me, but he has potential. And I'm like, okay. And me being me, who went to school for psychology, me being me, who has always had opinions and always has critiques, and me being me, just seeing it for what it is, I could tell you how it is. And a couple of times I told this person how it is, and the conversation just didn't go well. I just let it be. Because there's certain people and certain things you just can't save the person. The person has to save themselves. Like J. Cole said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. It's not up to you as the person who is healed, or you as the person who's never experienced something like that, to push someone into being healed. All you can do is advise the person and be there for the person and encourage the person. But ultimately, the decision to seek healing is not up to you. And it sucks. It sucks to sit there and see somebody go through some issue, and you be like, girl, get your motherfucking life together. Like, what are you doing? And you just want to go in on the person, but they're not going to hear you. They're not going to hear you. And with this person, I really wanted to quote unquote save this person, because when I was 17, I was in a relationship that wasn't great. It was horrible. It was one of those like emotionally draining type of relationships. It was just so backwards, but I was so heavily invested where I was like, I spent so much time with this person. I know this person so well. I just can't cut it off. And this is for a lot of women, and I do think it's a part of ego where it's like, I'll be in a relationship. This relationship may screw me over. It may throw my heart into the garbage disposal. It may make me look like a fool, but I have spent so much time with this person. Maybe you have kids with this person. Whatever the case may be, you just don't want to leave the person. And I do think mostly it's ego. Yes, it's emotionally attachment, but I do think it's like, oh, if I leave this person, someone else will swoop in and take my position. Or if I lose this person, this shows that I was really committed in the first place, and I spent so much time and energy. And it's like, there's certain things you just gotta cut off. But it's up to you to cut that person off, because we've all been there with a friend. And like I said, with the person I am close to, or I was close to, you can't tell this person nothing. You can't tell them to leave that person, because they're not going to leave that person, because they're always going to look at it like you're hating on them or you don't want them to be happy. And the truth of the matter is, you want the best for them, and it has nothing to do with being jealous or envious, but they won't see it in that light because they're so emotionally warped to this person. They are so psychologically embedded into this person where they can't separate themselves from that person and look at the relationship from a clear view. And unfortunately, they will go through a lot of downs, a lot of heartaches, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of foolishness for this person, for this relationship. And like I said, with this person, we were very close, and it does hurt me because I know where this behavior is stemming from. I know it's stemming from her molestations. I know it's stemming from her not having a good relationship with her father. But I can't mention this to her, because if I do, it's going to be, oh, well, you think you know it all, and my father not being there does not affect me, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm over it. But I'm like, if you look strictly at your history of men, you would say, I'm not the best picker of men. But like I said, it's not up to me to do that. And maybe it's because I am personally attached to this person, so I'm not looking at it in a clinical sense. But oftentimes when you are with somebody or know somebody who has been abused and you want the best for them, it's going to take them the necessity to want to take the first step. If they don't want to take the first step, they're not going to. And the sad thing about it, it could be in 3 months they want to do it, 6 months, a year, 10 years, 25 years. You just don't know. Because they have to desire it. You can't desire it for the person. Right now, my relationship with this person who, has been molested and doesn't have the greatest relationship with her father. I mean, even though we're not close, I still check up on her. We're family, so I do check up on her, and I do kind of know what's going on in her life. But I do see a lot of depression. I do see a lot of sadness. And it's one of those things where you just gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. You can't save them. And I know this personally, like I said, when I had that really bad relationship when I was younger, Ain't nobody can tell me nothing. When people tell me, are you really sure this character of male? Are you sure you know this person? Doesn't sound like a great person. And I would defend this person I was with tooth and nail, and I would cut you off before I would cut him off. And a lot of women tend to do that. We will cut off what's good for us before we cut off the male that is not good for us. Just to say that we have this person, just to say that this is my man, just to say that we got a piece of a person, not even a whole person, but just a piece. And I see this often with women, not just black women, but women in general will hold on to the most piece of garbage guy just to say, well, I have a guy and he's great and he's this and he's that. And I do think it's partly because the relationship is so dysfunctional, but also because of the ego of the woman. So, like I was saying, this video could go on and on, but I'll cut it here. You can't force someone to heal. You have to let them go through the process, and once they figure out that they want the healing, they will seek the healing. They know you, they know how to reach you. They really want to talk about it, they really want to seek healing, they will find you. Even if you guys don't talk no more, you change your number, you move to another city, trust and believe me, if they really want to get in contact with you, they will find you. Especially with social media, come on now. So, that is this video. Hopefully you understand where I was coming from with it. And like I said, this is a judge-free zone. I'm not here to critique you, I'm not here to belittle you, I'm not here to make you feel uncomfortable, but this channel is dedicated to mental health and sexual abuse. So I will frequently be talking about sexual abuse and mental health. So hopefully this video educated you, and if you know this video could help somebody else, please pass this forward to that person. Comment, rate, subscribe, share, tell me what you think of the video. Tell me if this video applies to you. Have you ever been in a situation where the relationship was so bad, it was emotionally draining and psychologically torturing, but you couldn't let it go? And did you finally let it go? And how did you go about it? And if you do have any tips for people who are going through this, what are your tips? Leave them below. And as always, be blessed and